it looks to me Elisha was expectant. It looks to me that Elisha has been praying and been believing God for something. It looks as if it was an answer to prayer for Elisha. It looks as if Elisha was a man that was ready to make a sacrifice for promotion. Can I tell you, promotion is hidden in service. Did you hear that? Promotion is hidden in service. One of the things that brings promotion is when you serve and serve well. I can say that Elisha understood spiritual things. Because why will a man just come and put his mantle on you, and the next thing you understood that you need to follow? He understood spiritual things. They're telling us there are spiritual things to everything, and we must understand. I perceive he understood the vision for his life. So nothing caught him unaware. If somebody comes to you, you know, somebody said to me, when I got to this country, I was working with a church. Very wonderful people. They loved me so much with all their heart. They supported and they want the best for me. And purpose. Do you know why you are here? Do you understand vision? This man understood vision. Why God brought him to where he was. He knew what he was doing at that time was not the final thing. He knew there is a place God is taking him to. So when the man came and he said, this is now the man. This is what I've been waiting for years. We must be sensitive. We must allow our mind to be open to the spiritual things. We must understand what is happening around. When things happen, you must understand it. What is the purpose of this in my life? Why is this thing happening? You know, some of us just feel, oh, because everybody says, no, say, there is a reason why God has brought you to this land, sir. You are not here by mistake. You are not here because, oh, Nigeria is this, everybody. It's not everybody that made attempts to relocate succeeded. If God does not want you to be here, one way or the other you would have found your way back. But have you discovered the purpose? This man knew what he wanted. We're looking at Elisha, why God chose him. We're looking at what are the things that was in his life that we perceive makes God to say, this man, you are qualified for promotion. I'm sure you know that Elisha was doing well. He was making money. He was good. He was enjoying himself when God called him. You know, some of us that are here, there is no poor person that came to this country from Africa or Nigeria more especially. No poor person. Because the money some of us used to relocate, you are living like a king. Some of us, we have drivers. You know, somebody told me, said, Pastor, I have driver, I have cook. He said, yeah, I'm the one doing everything myself. And you know, you begin to look at it. Does it worth it? You begin to ask yourself, why am I here? Why am I here? When we first got here, oh God, have mercy. The children were 8 or 9 months. The triplets. Me, back home in Nigeria, dozens of people in my house, they are taking shift to come and take care of the children. But when we got here, oh Jesus of Nazareth, I became a professional child carer. When the nurse or these people that came to come and check, when they came to come and look at the children, the lady was, she was looking at me the way I was changing pampers. 3 of them together. Phew. The lady was, eh? He said, you're good, ladies, you're good. I said, I'm good. But not knowing that this thing no easy. God. Several times, why am I here? What am I doing here? What am I doing? Somebody said to me, you want to leave a church of about 1,000 plus people. He said the church in UK, they don't have that number, so at least by the grace of God, the church we pastored then in Nigeria was one of the largest youth and young adult church in Lagos. He said, what are you looking for? The pastor came and said, he said, Pastor, I think you should not go. He said, we that we are there, he said, if you have a congregation of 30, 40, he said, you are good. But when you know what God has called you to do, you don't care. You don't care. Whether we are 2, we are 3, we are moving. Why? This man knew he left all the money, everything that he was enjoying. He left them. He said there is a service somewhere. He left it for service. See, some of us, we are here for service. Elisha knew that God can never make mistake with his life. He knew. He said, God cannot direct me and there will be mistakes. He said, no. Today's open heaven, if you read it, the Daddy Gio was talking about when you commit your ways to the hand of God, God can never make a mistake. And look at his reaction to the call. That's another thing that we must note in the life of Elisha. His reaction to the call to serve. The Bible said he ran after Elijah. A man just threw something at you, and the next thing is you were running after him. How do you react to the work of God? How do you react to the service of God in the church? You know, some of us feels that, oh, because I'm abroad now, I don't want to get myself involved in the thing. I've done that back home in Nigeria. Don't you know that maybe it's the service you have done there that God used to promote you to where you are now? And you now got here. He said, I don't want, I don't want, the way I did the work there, I overdid it. To who? To who? As long as we are doing it for God, He's the one that knows how to reward a man. Divine promotion does not just come to people. For majority people, we see great sacrifices they made. As at that time, the man was an accountant. So he said, okay, I will think about it. Daddy Joe said it's okay. He left him. Daddy Joe went to another person. He told the same thing to the person. He said, please, can you do this thing for me? The man said, yes, sir. So he did it. So the other man that said he would think about it came back on Monday. Daddy Joe, yes, I'm ready to do that thing now. Daddy Joe said, sorry. I've told somebody else, and he has done it. He said the man broke down. The man went to his office. He resigned as a chartered accountant. And he told Daddy Joe, I want to be working in this camp. Anything you want to do. That's the person is Baba Mate. There's a man they call Baba Mate in camp. He said that he resigned. And if you see what God has transformed his life to, service. Service. The way and manner we react to the things of God matters. It matters. That's one of the things that God saw in the life of Elisha. That this man, these are some of the people I want to promote. Oh, they said, yes, we know work and things, but there's a midweek service and you are not doing anything. It's not matter. I want to sleep. No problem. He's showing something, reaction. We hear instruction from God. How do you react to it? It matters. These are the things that God looks at. Amen. The king business require haste. 1 Samuel 21:8. 1 Samuel 21:8. The king's business require haste. You know, in the same verse 20 or 19 to 20, to Elijah. We're looking at the life of Elisha. I'm sure you are following me, right? We're looking at what may have made God to choose this man. So let me show you one of the things I saw. Elisha said to Elijah, please, verse 20, 1 King 20, please, 1 King 19:20, let me kiss my father and my mother, and then I will follow you. He ran to him, and that was what he went to go and explain. Elisha understood what they call honor. Tell your neighbor, honor. Honor. What is an honor? To regard or treat someone with admiration and respect. To give special recognition to someone. Honor. Ephesians 6:2-3. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 2-3. Honor your father and your mother, which is the first commandment with promise. So what happened? That it may be well with you and you may live long on the earth. For as many of us whose parents are still alive, I want to beg you, honor your parents. Honor them. Don't feel that now that we are abroad, she's an old school. You know, some of us look at them, they are Orthodox Christian. Me, I'm a new generation believer. All of this thing does not count. Honor your parents. You know, some of us, we honor our pastors, people in the office, but we fail to honor our parents. Please honor your parents. This man said, Lord, he said, please, can you permit me, sir? I want to go and kiss them. You know the meaning of that. I want to go and show them love. How often do we call them? How often? How often? I was speaking to Pastor Jibola some times ago, before the mother died. He said, Pastor, he said, one of the things that is doing me now is the way they are taking, I don't know how they are taking care of my mom. And he was telling me the way he was making sacrifice. He said she was living with me. I was the one doing this. I was the one doing that. You know, even though now the woman has gone to rest, but do you know there will be a bit of satisfaction that when she needed me more, I was there for her. Please honor your parents, sir. I beg you, if they are still alive. Mine now, two of them don't go. But you know, God gave me an opportunity. When my father was about to die, before then, we had a program in church, which, if God permits us, we will start it here. Maybe next year or ask us to. But I've been thinking about it. Father's blessings. And I remember we always have that program because it was inspired by God. And that's why I just don't want to start it because God has not told me. We do that program every 2 years. Massive program. My dad came. And that day, I knelt before him. He was praying for me with my mom. He prayed, he blessed me. And after that, he died. And you know, we always encourage that when we are doing that, we give gifts to them. We encourage everybody, bring something to church that you give them so that they can pray for you. You know, sometimes I will just sit down, I will look back. I said, how I wish my father is still alive. There's so much in my heart. But thank God, when I had the opportunity, the day, you know, when you see your dad looking at you, he wants to give you money, and he started, how will you feel? You know, when I were going for service, in school now, we lie about every money. They said we should collect this money for this, even though, and the man went to go out. He had terrible words before he got that money. Sir, when he got to me, he said, I'll say it in Yoruba, we interpret. That all these things that we give you, the sacrifice, and he was crying. He said, after giving you all of this, we know that it's your mother that you will know, you won't know me. So I said to him, right there, I said, very soon I will buy you a car. I was still serving. I was about to go and serve then. So the day he was doing one of his birthday, I said, go and buy a car. I said, go and give my dad. The man was crying. Please honor your parents. We are here now. Thank God for pounds and dollar, pounds and naira. 20 pounds, 25 pounds, 50 pounds. 50 pounds is almost 100K. We can go and just eat 30 pounds. You can make sacrifice and send it to them. Don't say, they have money. They will give it to their friend. Let them give it to anybody they want to give it to. But send something to them. No, you know, some of us, we look at, they are not born again. They are Orthodox. They are this local. My father was one of the people that started this Okada for business because of we the children. As at that time, there's nothing like Okada. But you know, in local government, he was working in local government, Surulere local government, long years ago. So they gave them Okada, a bike, then they call it bike. So in the night, he will use it to carry somebody. And when I see him, I can't say, look at my daddy. I can't tell my friends, look at my daddy, right? And he was riding that bicycle to feed us. Honor them. Elisha knows how to honor. He never look at Elijah, a man of God. Elijah, I'm going to church. I'm going to, and they said, your mom is sick. I'm going to, first call them. First show them love. Send something small to them. Let somebody check on them for you. Elisha knows how to honor. So I guess maybe it's one of the things that God chose him. Am I communicating this morning, church? Are we learning something? Am I too hard on us today? I'm only speaking the truth, right? Let them know you love them. Elijah never said, because the man of God is calling me, and neglected his parents. No. You know, someone, my pastor is calling me. Oh. Mommy, mommy said, wait now, there's something important. My pastor, my pastor, Bao. So I'm not saying next time now if I call you, say, anyway, that's on the lighter note. Finally, let me just stop here before Ephraim will come and tell me my time is up. Let me look at one more that I can see in the life of this man. Which one? Okay. Elisha was a giver. Hey, God. But Joshua, Elisha was a giver. This man, the oxen and everything that he did, what the Bible said, he went, he killed it, he served all the people, he gave them food to eat. You know, he didn't say, I'm going for service, let's keep this one. He gave them. So it means that this man loves giving. What he has, you know, we are allowing people on social media to help us. You know, we are allowing people on social media to help us to determine the way we spend our money. But if they are spending their money to go and watch show, to go and watch all these, they are big fans, to go and, nobody complains about that. But the day you say you are giving, they brainwash you. You are still paying tithes. You are still paying offering. They brainwash you. I said, whose money now? Because in church, they don't force anybody to pay tithe. They don't force anybody to pay offering. They only give you the word of God. And it's your choice to obey. No matter what anyone says, giving is one of the way God blesses his people. There's nothing. And that's why the devil is challenging it. If it's not important, he won't challenge it. It's not about the money. It's about the blessing of the life of people. And you know, incidentally, some of us Christians too, we have joined in supporting what the word is saying. Acts chapter 10, verse 2 to 4. Verse 2 and 4. Thank you, all these guys. Please, can you help me to appreciate all these young guys? They are doing very good. Help me to appreciate them now. Thank you. Acts chapter 10, verse 2 and verse 4. Acts chapter 10, verse 2 and 4. A devout man and one who gives generously to people and pray to God always. Verse 4. When he observed him, he was afraid. And after he has looked at it, he went to his disciple. He said, look at all of them. They gave out of their abundance. He said, but look at that widow, that woman. Even though she gave like a penny, but what she gave is the best. Sometimes it's not in the quality,